Thank you, Madam Speaker. Welcome, Minister. Good to have you here. Thank you for the discussion you're having with us today. Yesterday, I participated in the Refugee Jobs Roundtable in Toronto, which includes a business network that is actually interested in employing refugees. There was a concern, though, about the growing lack of a national consensus on immigration. I want to ask you to outline the specific policy changes you have been making in the past few months to restore confidence in our immigration system.
Mr. Minister.
Well, I think first and foremost, I think first and foremost, the measures that we need to implement are ones that reinforce the discipline in the system and the control of the federal government over the system. That can take many forms, whether it's making sure that people come here on a tourist visa, do so for the right reasons, don't claim asylum as soon as they land at the airport, whether we make sure that we have properly secured borders, whether we make sure that the students that are coming to study in a program are actually the students coming to study in the proper program, study there, graduate and get into a field that is connected to the program. Currently, with that latter category, there's a lot of questions in and around that, and that's why we're trying to rein in some of the volume challenges in the system. Why do I mention volume so much? Because when the volume is at a level where Canadians start to question the consensus, it scratches away at some of the really important measures, like the refugee resettlement programs that we have, like our welcoming of family, parents, and grandparents, and the 60% of the immigration system, the yearly draws on the immigration system, which are economically related and contribute directly to the GDP of the country, and again have been responsible for preventing 2 recessions. That's critical. So those increased disciplinary measures in the system, making sure that we have levels that are sustainable, are ones that will continue to contribute to the integrity of those programs in particular.
Thank you. And I know that's difficult
Senator Cardozo.
I know that's difficult because just in the questions today, we have sectors who want more immigrants while there's a push for less in other sectors. So we know that immigration is a major economic, social, and cultural benefit. Just as one example, there are numerous seniors' homes across the country that are almost 100% staffed by immigrants from top to bottom. And so those homes wouldn't exist if it weren't for those immigrants. Will you work with community, business, and labor groups to highlight the benefits of immigration to restore that consensus and remind people about the benefits that we all gain from immigration and refugees who come to Canada?
Minister Miller.
Absolutely, and I've told my provincial counterparts that I am not in the business of stymieing the business in their provinces, but we need to make sure that our labor data is aligned, that we are getting the proper alignment between programs and what that looks like as they transition, university programs, for example, and how they transition into the labor force when we're talking about international students, or when we bring people in that they actually get the jobs that they were trained for. That is very much so the case in the healthcare sector writ large, including home care, including care for our most elderly, and it's something we need to get right. Aligning supply and demand isn't perfect, and it's something that we have to continue to work with provinces in making sure the labor data market aligns with our needs and who we go and draw and select to come to this country.